I made the viral stuffed cabbage again, and this time I did a step-by-step tutorial on just how I did it. So here goes. I started with a head of cabbage and I shaved a few pieces off. You want to cut the stem part of the cabbage off, and you want to go very deep when you're cutting this stem area off because that is how you want to get inside the cabbage. Once you cut it and you peel it out, you will have the inside of the cabbage, and you will just gut a little bit of the cabbage out just so you can get deeper into the cabbage and you can feel that area. Some people keep the part of the cabbage, some people doesn't. I do. I keep that part of the cabbage and I add it to my filling inside the cabbage. But you want to get it to look like this. If you're going to save it, you want to set it off to the side inside of a bowl. So that's what I did. Then I cut up a bell pepper and I diced that. Then I diced onions after the bell pepper. I keep everything together. That way, when I clean it, everything is clean together. Here are the potatoes that I cut up. I cut up potatoes as well. And I put them inside the same bowl with the cabbage, the onions, the bell peppers, and everything else that I had inside the cabbage. Here's everything that I have cut up, and it is ready for rinsing and cleaning. Here I am rinsing and cleaning all of the onions, the peppers, the potatoes, and everything. Just rinsing it off, giving it a good little clean bath before I stuff it in my cabbage. And I also clean my cabbage really, really well before I stuff it. So always make sure y'all clean your cabbage really, really well before y'all stuff it. This should be how your cabbage look once you're done cleaning it. Grab you a piece of aluminum foil. You are going to season your cabbage on the aluminum foil. Here is everything that I needed to stuff my cabbage and seasonings and everything for my cabbage. And first you're going to go in with some oil and rub your cabbage with some oil. Get it nice and greasy with oil. Put oil all on the inside, oil all on the outside. I would rather pour it in your hand so that way you can know how much you're putting onto your cabbage. After oiling your cabbage, you're going to go ahead and start seasoning it with your seasons of your preference. These are the seasons that I season my cabbage with that I like. I use Stop Your Mama, some blackened seasons, some lemon pepper, some garlic parmesan, and I also use some paprika. Yep, I use some garlic parmesan and paprika, and I season my cabbage really, really well. Yeah, and it should look like this when you're doing seasoning. It should look like this. It should be very seasoned, and you want to make sure you rub it all in with your hands. Then you want to go in at that moment with a piece of butter, a butter of your choice, and you want to put a piece of butter inside the bottom of the cabbage. That should be the first thing inside the cabbage is a piece of butter. After you put your butter in there, then you can go ahead and start filling your cabbage to your food of your choice. So I'm using potatoes, onions, and bell peppers. Some people use rice, some people use shrimp, some people use sausages. It really depends on whatever it is that you want inside your cabbage. So, and I also take whatever I can't fit inside the cabbage. Any leftovers, I just spread it around the sides of the cabbage, and it's all still going to cook together. So I always just put everything on the sides of my cabbage. Once you're done filling it, you're going to put a piece of butter at the top of it, like so. Then you're going to take the aluminum foil and cover it very, very tightly. You want to make sure that it's covered very tightly and it's fully covered. Like, make sure it's covered on both sides, both ends, and all over the cabbage should be completely covered and very tightly. This cabbage was so good. I have made it a few times. So this is how it should look before you go ahead and put it in the oven. It should be completely covered and tight. And now it's ready to go in the oven. You're going to preheat your oven to 375. Once your oven heats up to 375, you're going to go ahead and put it in the oven. You're going to set it inside the oven for 2 hours. I cook mine for 2 hours. That way I know for sure it's completely cooked. Now, everybody have their own cooking preferences. You have some people that cook it for an hour. Some people cook it for an hour and a half. I do 2 hours on 375. This is it done. Now here it is coming out of the oven. This is what it looks like. It is completely done. It is steaming hot and it looks very delicious. Now some people add sauce to the top of theirs. I didn't make any sauce, so I don't have any, but this is my after product and it is really, really good. It was really soft. It was easy to cut through and it was so delicious, y'all. Like, ooh, this is a good veggie meal for somebody that's like on a vegetarian diet. This is my step-by-step tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it.